experience. Phone screens get cracked as often as possible. As much as 5,700 screens in an hour get cracked. I can bet that the people on this phone, on this call, if we should take statistics of the phones that have cracked right now, we'll get a sizable number, because you can be walking and your phone will hit your door, it will fall on the ground and the screen get cracked. And some of the phone, when that happens, that's the end. The ink will bloat and what? Destroy the surface. You can't see anything. When it comes to stealing a phone, that one, if you've experienced, it's a very painful procedure or process to go through. As small as 43 seconds, phones or laptop get stolen. And when that happens, whatever is on that phone, that's the end of it. And for this, some people will tell you they've never experienced it. If you have an Android phone, Android people is for the, excuse me to say, from the commonest to the highest kind of person. So it will tell you delete. It will give you the idea that your memory is full. You remember when you bought your phone the first time, how was the memory? And right now as we talk, how is the memory? Your phone will definitely get full. iPhones, they don't have pity. They will tell you upgrade. They will even give you the option of what? Deleting. Android is somehow nice. So they'll tell you delete. You can delete, but no one takes a picture or put a document to delete. So it is not something that is comfortable, but we do it just because these things exist. So people buy phone, they think of screen cover, the protecting itself, but the inside is the problem. Have you ever heard the situation? Someone has said it is not even the phone, but what is on the phone? Or maybe you are here and you've experienced it before. If you've ever experienced it before, put one in the comment section. These are facts, but there are ways that the inside can be protected. It is already existing. Some of us are not aware, some are aware. The problem is that some of us are even using them, but because of the money attached, we are even hesitating to keep a lot of things on the phone. So I was using Google Drive for over 5 years. And when I saw it, I said, let me look at it. The first thing you consider, if you would have to switch from something you've been using for and go to the other, the first thing you consider is what? The price. So the price wise, how feasible is this new technology we are talking about, which is Gotbackup, which already sets in a market or an industry that exists? The first is the price. Let's look at the commonest one we use: Google Drive, Dropbox, and iCloud. Google Drive, those of us using Android and Windows, we will come into contact with Google Drive, and it's saying that 6,000 gigabytes, which is 6 terabytes, which a lot of people are familiar with the gigabytes, 6,000 of it, to share with 4 other people, so 5 users, you will be paying $302 plus every year for this space. Dropbox is more expensive. That one, it says only one person, $359 plus, which is almost $360 every year for just you. If you have to add your wife or children or someone, you may be paying up to $600 for about 5 other users, which is very expensive. iCloud people are saying if you want that 6,000 gigabytes for 6 people, which may be your wife, your children, or maybe your people you are paying for, up to 6 users, you would have to pay $419.88, which is almost $420 every year for it. Gotbackup is saying the same thing, which is, yes, it's new, but it is also of quality. It's saying I should pay less than $100, $99.97 a year, and you will still have your 6,000 gigabytes space, and you can share it with 5 other people. It doesn't matter where they are in the world. And the beautiful thing is that as you use Gotbackup, Whether you have Android phone or you have a iPhone or iDevices, you can still use Gotbackup. When you are using iCloud, you can't use your Android devices or your Windows on it. You would have to pay differently. Your Gotbackup, your Google Drive will use your Android phone and your Windows, but it can't use your iPhone. So you would have to pay to iCloud. Gotbackup is saying it doesn't matter the operating system, just connect to them and you will have everything at one place. And the beautiful thing is that when you connect instantly, it keeps updating your everything you put on the device hourly. So far as you are connected to the internet, your videos, your documents, your pictures will all be uploaded hourly to keep everything safe for you. And if you have 1,000 devices, Gotbackup says you can connect them. The other devices, after a number of devices, you would have to pay more for adding other devices. But when it comes to Gotbackup, it doesn't matter the number of devices. And anywhere you are in the world, you can connect. And what concerns more people, surprisingly, when I was using Google Drive, I never asked of the security. I didn't even know who to go and ask. But when it comes to this, because it's new, people will start asking you how secure it is when they don't even know whether the iCloud or Google Drive they are using is secure. Gotbackup is confident enough to tell you that the protection they have for your device is 256 bits. You see, your ATM card, you have only 4 digits or maybe some banks 5, some 6 maximum to be able to protect your data on the card. But when it comes to Gotbackup, it uses 256 bits protection for your data. So when your data is moving from your device to the server in the Gotbackup system, nothing can interrupt it. And the same thing when it's moving from your device to from the cloud to your device, nothing can interrupt it. The protection is so secure. Even the company can see what you are putting there. It is so secure that when you want to change the password or something happened, it is your email, they'll have to send everything for you to change. That is how secure it is. And it doesn't end there with all those beautiful things, protection and all those things. Gotbackup says you can actually, are you a writer? Are you a researcher? Are you someone who works internationally? Gotbackup says you can actually connect with people all over the world. You don't need to speak their language. Just bring them, share documents on your Gotbackup cloud space. Write in English, they can read in whatever language they are using. Is that not a beautiful thing? You don't need to go and learn the language before you communicate. You can write a book, a document, research with people all over the world with their languages, and you will all be reading in the language you understand and editing live. These things exist in Gotbackup, and it doesn't end there. That's the collaboration. You can speak to your document and it can speak to you. The cloud, it has that enabled. Just learn how it's done. And it has an emailing system. You can bulk email to people. You are an organization, you are an individual who communicates with people. Gotbackup is giving you free emailing system. You can email to 10,000 people, 15,000 people, and all you need to is automate it. When you automate it, it will deliver. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It will be automated and everybody will be receiving the email like you are addressing them individually. Then to top it all, Gotbackup says you recognize that today the world is at a global space. Everybody wants to connect with people all over the world. So what does it do? It has an enablement to help you as an individual or an organization to connect to people all over. Do you do lessons in videos? Do you do programs that you record? Gotbackup has something called Videobar. when you decide to go for Gotbackup Pro, that's professional, you can record your videos on a platform and share it on all your social media handles just with a click. And it sits there, no advert going across. You don't have to stress yourself. Anytime you are ready, you record the videos and you just click on it, goes there, and it actually gives the statistics of what is going on all your social media platforms. This is beautiful. Then it has what we call testimony generator. With the testimony generator, what it does is that, are you someone who is into services or products and you want review? Gotbackup has a system for you. You can use this beautifully, that people can give testimony, go and what, testify about you as an individual or as a company for your services or product, and you post the link, a video, not just writing words, on your website, your social media handles. People go and watch and now believe in you and decide to take your service or your product. That thing is a beautiful, and it has other ones, memory place, and just go for the Pro. I am on a Pro. So if you decide to go for the Pro, you will just love it. That is all I want to tell you. And at this point, I'm sure you are here because everybody wants something extra. And there's someone who is coming to introduce you to the other aspect of Gotbackup, which is the second trend. And I'm sure you are very interested. Or if you don't even know, you will be very interested. And we have a celebrity among us. She is someone who has accomplished lots of things in life. She is a professional in her field and keeps making names, waves in wherever. She's a medical doctor and has won awards. In Ghana, she was the highest and the best doctor in a whole year. Can you believe it? And now that title goes with it. She will come and tell you about the second trend. And please listen very well. This part, if you like, you can decide not to continue listening. But me, as a person, as someone who really is interested in your future, please listen to the end. It will benefit you. Even if it's not for you, it may be for someone around you. I would like to introduce Dr. Oh, okay. I couldn't see her. Dr. Dorothy Hansen, who is coming to introduce you to the second part of this trend. Doc, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind words. Thank you so much. I'm in some mood, and you have just even made the mood even nicer this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you enjoyed the presentation, please put some reactions in there because I enjoyed every aspect of what Gotbackup is offering, and you should actually really put some reactions in there because Boss Lady Enyonam is one of our top leaders on this project. I admire her so much for her consistency and how she loves this project. She just explained for the services. This is what Gotbackup is offering you as a service. And if you're excited about this part, I'm about to expose another. In fact, that is the icing on the cake. Like Enyonam has just baked a very tasty chocolate cake for you. I'm going to put the icing on it. And I'll say stick and stay to the end because at the end of this part, this is where you get to thank the person who invited you to this call. Because you see, about 2 decades ago, similar thing like this happened. Someone also had an idea and invited some friends to come and listen to it. And when they did the invitation, only a few people showed up. So congratulations for showing up. Now you have a decision to make because I'm going to expose the blueprint to you. Because those guys who got to hear about that plan, 3 of them walked away and they are still living in regret. But the 2 people who stayed, they are multimillionaires with the person who birthed the idea. We are in an economy of leverages and partnerships. There's no way in this time you can have a phone and not be making money from it. It is a misnomer in our days because work has changed. If you are still just doing the 9 to 5, you have missed it. You can't have a phone and not be making money from your phone. And in fact, this part is not compulsory too. Let me put the disclaimer out there. But if you're someone who wants more, want to do more, and you are looking for that community, you are looking for that opportunity to partner something that is bigger than you, then stick and stay and pay attention to everything you are going to say from here on. Because from here on, I'm going to show you how you can turn your dreams into reality. Obasima started by saying that dream again, because you are going to turn dreams into reality. So let me start by the facts, then I'll get into how the partnerships work. On the screen, you can see beautiful graphs. Okay, two beautiful graphs that I'll need to break down for you to appreciate where you are. But first of all, you type in the chat for me. A slice of something big is worth more than all of something small. Just type it there. A slice of something big is worth more than all of something small, because this partnership I'm going to tell you about gives you an opportunity to take a slice of all the billions you are seeing on the screen right now. Because the clouds storage industry, the market, it's $1 billion industry. I don't know which industry you work in. Thank you for your responses. I don't know which one you work in. I don't think it's $1 billion industry like the one we are talking about, because mobile phones are all over the world, like I told you. It will interest you to know that just last year, this industry generated approximately $766 billion. The trend is just going upwards. From the blue graph, you can see there. They started already in billions of dollars about in 2017, thereabout. And 8 years in, they're already trumping that amount. I wanted to go a bit into it, but just to jump into the juicy part, just see how the graph goes into the next 10 years, now even 9 years. By 2035, do you see the mobile phones going anywhere? Do you see laptops going anywhere? Do you see us creating less content? Do you see us taking less photos? Can you imagine what we could be doing with all the data we are generating? Now, AI has come. AI has even come to stay. It has not just come, it has come to stay. It's here to make us even more efficient. And guess where AI sits in? Data storage. Data must be stored for AI to work. So there's a whole big industry around cloud storage. In the next 10 years, it's supposed to generate about $3.5 trillion. But guess what? In this industry where there are just about 20 or so players generating this amount, guys, it's only Gotbackup that gives you a chance to take a slice of this big pie. What is 0.01% for you of 3 point something billion dollars? A slice of something big, guys, is truly more than all of something small. So now, I'm going to show you how Gotbackup allows you to strategically partner it. In fact, you missed the first boot. You've been privileged to see the second boot now, because Gotbackup is the only cloud storage service that pays you. Yes, it is the only cloud storage that pays you. And don't you think it is a small organization starting somewhere small and people don't know about it? Gotbackup is already in 164 countries across the world. The whole world is 195 countries altogether. Gotbackup has covered over 75% of the countries in the world, and it's still impacting lives, giving people a solution that is needed, a solution that there's demand for, plus an opportunity to be part of a strategic partnership program where dreams are turned to reality. So Gotbackup says, we are on a mission to hit the world with this fantastic service Enyonam has spoken about, Boss Lady Enyo has spoken about. No other cloud service offers all of this together in one pack. You can go and check. No other cloud service offers this much space at this price point. You can go and check and verify. But Gotbackup says, we are about to show the world this project, and we are not going to use technological giants. We are using people like you and I who also own a phone and need the service. Everyday users like us. We are the strategic partnership of Gotbackup, and Gotbackup is willing to reward you, help you to earn some 7 amazing bonuses. If you stay with me, I will explain how Gotbackup pays you in these 7 ways. Let's talk about the first one. The customer acquisition bonus, just like the name sounds. The Gotbackup says, if you recommend my service to anybody, any of your loved ones, imagine you went home today and your brother came to you and said, oh, Charlie, my phone just crashed and I lost everything on my phone, or my pen drive is lost. I can't find all the things I put on. And you remembered, there's Gotbackup who gives you more space. Gotbackup says, if you do that recommendation to your brother and your brother decides to purchase Gotbackup because of the space and all the beautiful things that you spoke about, I'm going to give you some earnings. The customer acquisition bonus with Gotbackup on the family pack. Oh, sorry, I need to take a step back because you want to know how you can be part of this partnership. So Gotbackup, Enionam told you that the 6 terabyte space Gotbackup offers is $100 per annum. I hope you all got that clear. And that is just for the service. But for the strategic partnership program, Gotbackup says, add on just $20 and be my strategic partner for a year. For just $120 a year as a strategic partner, using the service and enjoying it and being a partner of Gotbackup, you can earn money with Gotbackup. And guess what? It is not small money. It is in US dollars, wherever you are in the world. So you split the yearly subscription with you as a strategic partner in Gotbackup, 50-50. Gotbackup takes 50 and gives you another 50. So for each person you refer to Gotbackup's cloud service or the customer acquisition bonus, you earn $50. Guys, you start a project with $120 and you'll be earning $50 per recommendation. Dreams turn here into reality because in a week, people earn $500. People are earning $1,000. People are earning $200 and they are already in profit mode in a week, partnering a strategic partnership program like this one. That's why you cannot have a phone and not be earning money. But that is just the cycle, the customer acquisition bonus. That's just one of the ways you earn money. These 7 other ways are bonuses that do not depend on your effort alone. These are team bonuses, and you can earn from $20 to as high as 20,000, 200,000. It's just mind blowing. You saw the stats from the beginning. So if I'm saying 200,000, this is billions of dollars we are speaking about. So 200,000 is real. In fact, in this country, Ghana, people are earning 4 digits in USD. $10,000 has been earned in this country. $5,000 has been earned in Ghana. And if wherever you are, if you understand how the system works, you can be turning your dreams into real reality. The stats are wild. And Gotbackup uses precious metals to appreciate work done. Okay, this is not an investment where you put your money and sit back. This is something that you work at, and you can go up from copper all the way to the black diamond in the time frame you set for yourself. We had a partner go up to diamond in 43 days, just 43 days. It depends on what is chasing you. Prof will come on soon and he'll tell you, depending on what is chasing you, maybe yours is a butterfly, so you are going slowly. If it's a lion, you run and roar at it. But let me talk about the cycle match, because the cycle match gets exciting. Cycle match bonuses. These are bonuses that you can see percentages there. Because Gotbackup gives 75% of its profits every month to all its strategic partners across the world. So if someone in the US is earning $1,000, you could be earning similar here. And do you leverage on your friends and family who are also working on this project with you? Yes, you do. Gotbackup uses a 2-team tree structure to pay you back, and you can be earning either ways. So let's talk about the cycle match, as I said. So imagine you subscribe to Gotbackup service and you've recommended to your entire family, all your siblings are on it, and all your friends have heard about it, and they are all on Gotbackup, getting the peace of mind that Gotbackup is offering. But then they're also strategic partners and they are earning some income. And Gotbackup says from the rank sapphire, which is very easy to hit, you can hit it in 2 months, in 3 months, depending on how fast you go. You can start earning 25% on each person you've recommended to the service. 25% is what comes to you. 25% of what each of your friends is earning. For ease of calculation, we're just going to use the number 10 and assume that you've recommended Gotbackup to 10 of your loved ones and they are backing up their data. And let's say each of them is earning $1,000 per month. This month is what we are using for calculation, for ease of calculation once again. So 25% of $1,000, what is that, please? That is about $250. Please type it in the chat. Times 10, what does it become? This is where dream starts becoming reality, because from the ranks of fire, imagine 10 of your friends are earning $250 times 10. That's 2,500 you are going to be making for that particular month. It gets better. If you rank up to Emerald or the Ruby, it becomes 50%. The same $1,000. Let me do 50% of it. 50% of 1,000 once again is what? 500 US times 10. That is what? $5,000. $5,000 for that month where your friends earned that $1,000. It still gets better because once you enter the diamond tiers, all you see is 100, 100, 100, 100. 100% of $1,000 times 10. Please do the math yourself. That is about $10,000. Please take a pause at this point in time. Look at what you're doing right now alone. And look at what a strategic partnership with this organization offering a solution everybody needs in the next 5 years. I think many of us can even predict our salary by December. By December, you know what it will be. You know what it is. If Akosura 500 bin home, what if you strategically partner a program which allows you to earn even more? Because most of us, we can't even tell how much earnings we can be making, how much our bonuses are going to grow, how much we are going to even, you can't even predict the future. But this is a service that I see no end to. No end to. I can't see the phones going anywhere. I can't see us storing less data and all of that I said before. If in the next 2 years, in the next 5 years, you could be earning $20,000 a month, you are earning $200,000 a month. I mean, how long will it take you for you to earn $100,000 in a month? Some of us can't even see it in our mind's eye because we are so used to the little amounts that we are used to. Obasima told you from the beginning that dream again. Because if your dreams don't scare you, they are not big enough. This is where dreams become reality. This is where you get to impact your society with what is coming through you. Because many of us, we are just channels of blessings to the lives that are hung to us. If you're making $1,000, what does it become for your family, your church, your community? So for just $120 per annum, like I started, you get to change your dreams. You get to live a better life. You get to impact society. You get to leverage a system that has no end. A slice of something big is worth more than all of something small. In summary, for everything we've said so far, for just $120 per annum, you get the best 6 terabytes cloud storage space, an email system attached to it. You can use Gotbackup on all your devices. If you have 5 phones, you can just use it on it. You get access to the email system Gotbackup speaks about. Beyond that, there's more. There's a mentorship part of Gotbackup which I can't put a price to. Because many of us have so much skill and talent, and we still do not know how to leverage that to make income. We still have not found that community to help us nurture it to grow. In this community, Gotbackup gives you an opportunity to partner, to be part of a community that grows, a community where your how do I even put it? Everything you need to grow, every link, leadership, communication, how to brand, everything that you need to grow is taught. In fact, we actually have an upcoming fully packaged training program for the entire team. And it's a good time to plug into this system so you can also learn how the movers and shakers of the world are doing it. And all this for just $120 per annum. It's beyond the price, $120 per annum, because the value that Gotbackup gives you beyond the $120 is just mind blowing. And this is just how you can be part of something big. So at this point in time, you can see on the screen how you can get started. You can speak to the person who invited you. But before we get there, I'd just like to hand over to the only Black African board member of Gotbackup, of the Gotbackup board. He is a professor in 4 universities across the world. He's into AI, machine learning, cloud computing, everything related to this space that we are talking about. The Nigerian will say, follow who know road. And they say success leaves tracks. So if you see people who know an industry and you are partnered to it, you just have to know that this must be good. And I have the same of to take us to just round everything up for each and every one of us so we can get the clarity, the depth, because this is coming straight from the boardroom of Gotbackup. And thank you for your audience. Thanks for staying in. Please stick and stay. It's still getting more exciting. Dr. Sari, over to you, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Dorothy Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you would agree with me that our ladies have pumped. I'm the only guy who is about to talk now. So for the first, few kind of minutes, you can see that the first was a lady, the second is a lady, the third is a lady. This is not gender balance, okay? But at least we're about to balance. So please, the men who are here, I will beg of you, next time, let me know if you want to do what they have done so that we can balance it, because it's not fair. It's not fair at all that the ladies are the only ones who are talking here. Actually, in this industry, research shows that ladies are making more. By the way, this industry has created more millionaires than any other industry in the world. There's a book which is from big data. For those of you who have heard about artificial intelligence, there's something in the AI known as big data analytics. And big data says that when you take the football industry, the soccer, not only English football, but even American football, the one they fight whilst you're footballing. If you take American football, English football, music, movie, I'm sure you know that movies have created billionaires and music has also created millions. If you should even combine all of them and put them together, our industry we are talking about right now has created more millionaires from people without school, without academic excellence, without popularity, who are unknown, no certificate, nothing. And yet they are creating millions in the world. It's created more millionaires. And by the way, when you combine these industries together, they will not even reach the billions of revenue that this profession has created. Respect it. The Harvard University, there's a program they do on this called Masters in MA, okay, Master of Arts in Marketing on this very industry that we are talking about. And so this is a huge thing. Now, I want to share something with you, the sort of people who are among us here who are doing this. I want to interview some people, and I want you to see the caliber of the people and the jobs they do, you know, the experiences they've had, the mixtures of people that I'm about to interview. And also watch the income some of the people you are going to listen to them are making. I'll show some of the income on the screen. Okay. And you will see that most of the people are from all walks of life. You have white people, you have black people, you have old people, you have young people. It doesn't matter who you are. And you will also notice later on that 98% of all of us are part-timers. So it means that a person can do this project and at the same time be able to do your normal work. Most of us are even busy, okay? And this on your screen are what some people are making every month in this program, whilst doing their jobs as a teacher, as a baker, as a musician, as a lawyer, as a student, even as an unemployed. The person is doing this Gotbackup part-time and making more than if he were employed. So I want to first talk to Mrs. Vera Gavo. Vera, can you hear me? Mrs. Vera Gavo.
Yes, I can hear you, Prof.
Fantastic. Yes. Can you tell me what job you've done? You know, what do you do? What job have you done? What job do you do?
I am a retired banker now, but most importantly, a strategic partner of GBU. I used to work with Bank of Ghana.
So how many years have you worked with the Bank of Ghana? This is a central bank of the country. It is seen to be they produce the cash and coins, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And you've worked with them for about how many years?
Over 3 decades. 2 decades.
Wow. And over those years of working with the Bank of Ghana, yes. Now you have retired. So why would you still want to do this program?
Retirement, thank you, Prof, for giving me this platform. Retirement is not necessarily to just go home to rest. I realize that the world has changed and I have a smartphone. I realize that people are making extra income online. When I was in the corporate world, the system leveraged on my time. And now that I am out of corporate world, I know that it is a system that would also allow me to leverage on other people. It's a wealth creation system. And so when I saw Gotbackup, or when I heard about Gotbackup's leveraging system, I said, no, this is something that I should do, and to let the world know that we can also create wealth. We can also become millionaires, because it's a system that is exponential, that pays you exponentially. It compounds. And when we leverage on 1,000, on a million people, even if it's 1% of their profits that they make in a month, it's something huge. So it's my joy to be part of this system. Most importantly, because it's a leveraging system.
Excellent. Lovely. I'll come back to you again to ask you the next one. Let me go to Fulera. Fulera, you are all the way from Belgium. And I see that you have created some beautiful digital activities these days. You're looking more beautiful all the time, shining. You have citizenship in Europe. You are, working in Europe. You have your family in Europe. Why would you want to be part of something like, because some people think that program like this is for people who are broke, people who don't have something to do, people who don't have vision. What would you say to that? Let me see. Okay. So please unmute yourself now. Unmute yourself now. Yes.
Thank you so much, Prof, for this opportunity. Prof, it is said that when you live abroad, the grass is greener over there. But you will never know the reality until you get there yourself. A lot of the time, people sacrifice a lot just to, because people in Africa are saying abroad is good, abroad is good. Prof, it's a lie. It's not true.
I like the way you are stretching lie.
All the money they end up in taxes. The cost of living here is high, Prof. So the earlier you find a place where you can be making extra, the better for you.
It's true. And in fact, this program itself comes from the United States. And the United States is one of the biggest, achieving countries in the world. And yet the people in Gotbackup are more in US than any other country in the world. So what you are saying is so true. People are realizing that it's important to not put all your eggs in one basket, diversify and do multiple things. So especially with the fund, if it is there. Now let me somersault that with Rudolph. Rudolph, what do you do? You're an accountant, right? A chartered auditor. Is that correct?
Wow.
Unmute yourself, Rudolph. Rudolph, unmute yourself. I'll come back to Rudolph, okay? Try and unmute yourself. Let me go to Stephen. Kofi, Stephen, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Where do you reside right now?
I'm currently in Ohio, USA.
So, as somebody who is in Ohio, USA, you should be living in that green area, isn't it? And when I look on the leaderboard right here, I see that you are a platinum of Gotbackup, and in the top leading people in the whole of Africa. Now you are in the US. How would you say that being in the US helps you to do this program?
Okay. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Prof. I'll say here in the US, because we do not have so much family, friends, and a lot of loved ones around. After work, when you come back home, you virtually have less to do. So if you really want to keep yourself active, or probably you have other things you want to work on, then you come online. And once you have a digital opportunity or a digital business that, it gives you the offer or the opportunity to even stay in your room and work with your phone and make some good income, why won't you grab that opportunity?
Okay, so what you mean is that if it was not this project, then it means that maybe you wouldn't even know what to do because you will be idle.
Sure.
Exactly. So it's opened another door for you to be able to multiply yourself and to give more value out there. Okay, I'll come back to you. Again, let me ask another person who is in the US. Christina, you just joined Gotbackup just in some few days, and you have been smiling and making noises on all of the social media handles. What is so fascinating for you in this program? What is so exciting? Oh, by the way, what do you do and where are you? I know you're a doctor. Where are you now?
Hi, everyone. My name is Christiana, and I'm so excited anytime when I come to see everyone on board as Gotbackup. Hello, can everybody hear me?
Loud and clear. It's loud and clear.
Okay. So Dr. Steven introduced me. I saw him on Facebook, so I sent him a friend request. And he introduced me to Gotbackup. I said it's good. Actually, I was a nurse in Ghana and I came to the US. I tried my best to be as a medical officer here at the same time. I have a lot of kids, family kids, other workers in Ghana. So when Stevie introduced me to this work or this project, I was like, these people are going to be into this and introduced to so many people so they can get something doing. Though I'm working, but I want each and everybody to do something for themselves. And I know it's like a global thing about our storage, about our pictures. I'm always smiling when I hear about Gotbackup. You go to Facebook, I'm there. Instagram, I'm there. Mention Gotbackup. Mention at TikTok. I love it. Though I have something doing, but I want the youth to also do something, have something doing. So that's why I'm always smiling when I heard about
Exactly.
Gotbackup.
And in fact,
Thank
what
you.
it means, it also means is that if you have people to have this in addition to what they are doing, those that will be
Yes.
depending on you all the time. Now
No,
that you've
because
given them
people
something.
always call. I can't even sleep.
Yeah.
I can't even sleep. They call. So I decided to introduce to them everybody that you always call me, Christiana, how are you? I say, hey, I have a cake for you. You can ask Brother Stevie, I'm everywhere. I'll be saying cake. But yeah, cake in that. But this is Gotbackup, and that is the cake I'm introduced to them.
That's a cake. That's a cake.
Yes.
So which part of the US are you to?
Actually, I'm in Florida and New York together because I work around. I don't stay at one place. I'm all over.
Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm asking people where they are, I want you to see that it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can be part of this project and you can, I'll come back to you again. Now, what is one particular service or one particular benefit of Gotbackup? Rita, this is to you. Aside the income and aside the service, we know the service. We've gone through the service. We've also seen the income. What is another benefit of Gotbackup for you?
Thank you. The greatest for me is the mentorship. The fact that you have the opportunity to learn so much of things that you never even thought you can learn on your own. You always find yourself in a fix at the job market where you are limited to a scope of ideas. So for me, I was in the midwifery space and everything was birth and babies and deliveries and stuffs around that. And so you see that at a point you go to places and your ideas are only limited because you don't have much to say when they are discussing other things. But this community has opened my mind to so many other things that now when people are discussing the economy, I have something to say. When people are discussing wealth creation, I have something to say. When people are talking about leadership and how to build, myself, I've had opportunity to be at levels of leadership, but what I've learned here in leadership has really changed my mindset about leadership in general. Because what you get here is really special. The kind of leadership that tests every pulse of your life, where you become so humble, not just for the fact that you are in the position, but the commitment to sacrifice is enormous here. It's like you have the feeling of doing it all the time, even without thinking of what will come at the end of it. And that is something you don't learn from.
And how much price will you put on this leadership thing, these courses?
It's priceless. It's priceless. I don't think I can quantify any amount of money on this because what you get here is deep. It's really deep. You get a real connection of impact and you feel that you have really supported and nurtured people. Because
Thank you. I'll come back to you. This is a very deep point you're saying. I'll come back to you. So let me go back to Enyo. And you're still on that point. So when people join Gotbackup, what would you want to tell them, not to focus on, but what to focus on, based on what Rita is saying?
Thank you so much, Prof. The fact is that as a person, you need to be more valuable to the world. When you grow your value, it doesn't matter. Is it Obama? Obama will be at your beck and call. When you get into a community, focus on becoming more. Focus on growing your value.
By the way, hold on. This point you are saying is very solid. Focus on becoming more. The reason why Wode Maya has now been given a diplomatic passport is because he became more in the first place. If he had not become more and advertised Africa to the world, he wouldn't have gotten a presidential diplomatic passport to many places in the world. Please continue.
That is it. When you get into a community, remove your mind from money. Money is the lowest of motivation. When you don't have money, we think that is the most priceless thing. But when you get money, you realize that, is that all? That's what you ask yourself. When you get into a group, a community, look for something you will be priceless for. Develop your ability to be more in that group. When you become more, everybody will keep coming to you. You don't need to chase after anybody. A lot of us want to chase after money, and people will keep running away from us because they are not getting anything from you. This is a community of people of value. When you get to this community, you realize that the mindset is different. Decide to become more, render service to people, learn from the community, take advantage of the community and grow your value. When you do that, when you go out there, people, you don't need to open your mouth. There are places people will open door for you. You don't need to open the door. Why? Because you are valuable. But what do we learn? They teach us to go for the money and we lose the value. And people start running away. People will say, oh, hey, I'm not getting it. Before someone follows you, you need to lead yourself. It is only when you lead yourself that people will start following you. If you don't know how to lead, what do? You learn from the community that is offering that. Then now, people start running for you. As Prof said, Wademaya doesn't need to go and cry for visa anywhere in Africa. People call him to come. But did they start like that? He suffered from the beginning to be where he is. But what do we think? A lot of people come. They want to be where Wademaya is, but you didn't learn the process he went through to be where he is. We should learn every level, that every success anybody gets to, the person went through the process. Learn the process, and when you get there, everything will come to you.
Very good. Very good. I will let Dorothy build on it, Dr. Dorothy. So, Doctor, are we saying that we should not talk about the money here? Is that what we are saying?
What we are saying is that, thank you for the question, by the way, the money will come.
Is the money here? Come. Is it here?
But the money is here already. People are already chopping money, good money. It's not small money too. People are already making good money. But if you focus on the money, you miss out. Because there's something the people who are making the money have that is making them make the money. And that's what Enyo is talking about. Because before the money will come, you must become the person who, should I say, wields the money. There's this thing I've learned since being here about millionaires, that they can lose everything and build it again. They can lose it and build it again because they know how to. They've gone through the processes that you have to go through.
They have become that thing which is lost, so they can get it back.
Exactly. That's why someone can win a lottery. You give him $1 million. In a week or so, he will just lose all of it, and you know how to even make it again, because he didn't become a millionaire by having the money. It is a person you have to become. That's what I know was saying. You have to be that person, and it comes by learning. It comes by challenging yourself. In fact, you have to move out of your comfort zone.
Okay.
Whatever you are doing, that is not.
Let me somersault it now. Rudolph, are you there? Rudolph, can you hear me? Because I really want to ask you.
Yes. Yes, Prof, I'm here.
Okay, so I want to ask you. So based on what you are saying, So when a person joins the Gotbackup family, the community, what should the person do? What do you think the person has to do to be able to get the big bags? Not the $100, $500, not the small ones. The person needs to get the big bags, the ones that we were showing here. These are the income some people are making monthly. What should the person start to do? What do you say?
Okay, so thank you for the opportunity, Prof. It is said that the world is after people who create value. So once your value goes out there, you don't even need to call for money. I was just talking to somebody yesterday, and he asked me to do a consulting for him, and then he said he has been to places, but nobody have educated him about the thing he wants me to do for him like this. So I was just there. He paid money into my account. It's just because of the value. I've not even started the work.
Wow.
But it is just because of the value I have given him and the processes he will go through to do whatever he wants me to do. So for me, once you come into Gotbackup, look at the community as a whole and look at the people who are in the community. There are people that have various years of experiences that you can tap from. That leverage alone, you can't get it out there. I work in an audit firm for so many years. There are certain things I'm learning here. I've not learned it when I worked there.
Wow.
When I used to work there. No, these things are real. When you come and your mind is making money. Sometimes you make the money, you forget even the process of keeping that money or multiplying that money. It will
Say
leave
that
you.
again.
You will make the money, but the money may leave you because you do not create equivalent value to store or multiply that money. That is the thing. So sometimes people go into things and the next day they are off. And I'll be like, do you really want that thing? Because it is not just about deciding that I want this thing. It is who you become in the process of getting what you want. That is for me, that is more valuable than even the money.
Wow. Now, let me go back to Madam Vera. So, Madam Vera, if you have risen all the way to the enviable level of emerald, those of you who can see the two green ladies, she's one of them. Okay. Emerald is not a toy. Emerald shows that you have built capacity, you have created value, you have trained people, they listen to you, there's something you are giving to them. What has helped you to be able, what kind of value, what kind of humility, what kind of learning you have gone through to be able to reach that level?
Thank you once again, Prof. I sincerely think that knowledge gives power. And because I understand the leverage system, because I understand exponential, because I understand compounding interest, I know that what Gotbackup is offering, salary would not give us. Salary would not make you make that $100,000, $200,000. But with this system, the leveraging system, the exponential system, it's when you understand it, that is why I got myself, into it. I'm always on the call. Anytime there's training, I'm always there. I am a born before computer
I like that point you
person.
are saying. So it means that if somebody really wants to get to, the person must always be on the call and the trainings.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
Yes,
what will you tell the people who are older generation who always might think that, as for me, I'm not a computer person, thinking that maybe you have to be computer people before they can get to the top? What would you say to them?
This system helps you to become a Gen Z. At heart, I am also a born before computer, but now now I am able to do certain things online that amazes. In fact, my children would say, "Oh, mommy, who taught you this?" And I'm like, "Get into Gotbackup." So my colleagues, my retiree colleagues, you cannot sit down and watch the world go. We have to get into this system.
Serious.
We have to get into this era. This is the digital economy. The world has moved on. What we used to know is no more enough to get us to where we want to be. So I encourage all of you, get your children, get your family, everyone to be on this project. They will thank you later.
Love that. Now, going back to Christy, you said that you have plenty children, even physical and non-physical. You know, those are abroad everywhere. Now, why do you think, and if Calvin was here, he would have probably even expanded this. Why do you think it is important to bring our families, our children into this in terms of the future?
Coming.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm coming. It says I lost it.
No
Oh,
problem.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You take your time. I'll come back to you. Okay. Let me pose the same thing.
Okay.
Let me pose the same thing to relax. I'll come back to you. Let me pose the same thing to Stephen. Stephen, why do you think that we need to not do this by ourselves alone, but we need to do it with our children? We need to even register our children and teach them those principles of wealth creation, value creation, investment, and income, you know, and also the principles of knowledge and how their mind can expand. That will even help them in their schools.
All right. I would say that wealth creation is not something that we learn from the classroom. If you do schooling from kindergarten to the PhD level, nobody will teach you how to create wealth in a classroom. So wealth creation is something that is self-taught, or it is something that you do by yourself. It's a decision you decide to embark on, a journey you decide to embark on by yourself, and it requires you to learn. Just like if you want to become a doctor, you go to a medical school to be trained to become a doctor. For you to be a lawyer, you go to the law school to be trained. If you want to create wealth, you have to go to a financial literacy, environment and go and learn. And wealth is something that should be transitioned from generation to generation. If you are the only one having all the knowledge, and probably you give the process of whatever business you are doing to your children, and they don't know the process, they don't know how you make that money, they will squander that money, and in no way the legacy you have created will just be gone after you are dead. But if you bring your children on, it's a practical way of teaching them, giving them the knowledge, the skills, how each dollar is made, how you manufacture each dollar, so that they can also do the same. They can duplicate what you are doing. You pour yourself into them so that they get both the knowledge, the skills that school will not teach them. They get it hands on. They
That's
get it
solid.
hands on.
That's
And
solid.
then it
A
made them
mentor once said that wealth is not the transfer of the property, the buildings, the aeroplanes, you know, to your children. No, wealth transfer is a transfer of the knowledge, the discipline, the wisdom that created those things in the first place. So you can acquire aeroplane, but you don't know the process, the knowledge that led to the acquisition of the aeroplane. And so if you give the aeroplane to your child, you have disbenefited your child because your child cannot sustain that aeroplane. If you give that house to your child, he will not be able to sustain the house. You know, it's just like the lottery point that Dr. Dorothy talked about. You can win $1 million and lose that $1 million because it's not backed by knowledge. Hosea 4:6, lack of knowledge, my people perish. And so if a person wants to make money here by dint or crook means, then it means that person will not get the money, because money doesn't like those who look for money. Money hates those who actually look for it. Money rather chases those who have knowledge and create value and transfer that value to other people. If you are not transferring value, you are lacking. You know, Brother Maya is now making approximately $100,000 a month. A month. You know, without actually becoming a doctor, a professor, or any of those things, which means there is some kind of knowledge that he has that is making him, in fact, he says that even if he posts one picture, it makes him, just one picture, it makes him $100, just one. Okay, so imagine he posts 20 pictures a day. And in fact, according to him, he doesn't even post it. He has given it to his people. They post for him. So he has about 20 people. Each one is posting 20 pictures for him. And each one is costing about $100. What a knowledge. What knowledge? Now, what knowledge do you have as an individual? You have knowledge on banking, you have knowledge on medicine, you have knowledge on nursing, you have knowledge on children, you have knowledge on cooking, knowledge on dancing, knowledge. So much abundance of knowledge, and you are not monetizing that. And that is the beauty of being in Gotbackup and harnessing this knowledge. Not just Gotbackup, not just cloud, not just money. No, it is the acquisition of unique knowledge principles that transcend. So in connection with this, let me go back to Rita. In connection with this, why would you say it is important coming March for people to immerse themselves in the leadership course? Why? Why should they immerse themselves in the leadership course? Why should they prepare for the leadership program that is coming? Let me go to Dr. Dorothy. Why would you say that?
So, thank you so much for that. I think the upcoming leadership training is going to be a gathering that will reprogram your mind. Reprogram your mindset and help you know how much value is in you that you can put out there, and teach you how to actually monetize that value. After school, many of us just hang on our certificate and we think that is all that there is after the certificate. But you are more than that. But you haven't had the chance for someone to school you to reprogram yourself to become that person of value. We always undervalue ourselves. It takes a mentor, it takes training, and people pay thousands of dollars to get trained in this space. The leadership training is bringing together people who are making it and they know the processes for making it. They are just going to download it to you. So you also learn the same processes, and beyond, it's way beyond Gotbackup. It's not only about Gotbackup. It's impacts your own life and whichever industry you are working in, because the principles are the same. The principles that are making people win in banking, medicine, whichever aspect of life, the principles are the same. The principles of business, the principles of wealth creation, the principles of money, the concepts that come with it. You actually you are getting access to all of that, and you should come with an open mind. Like, don't come as if you know anything. You are going to reprogram whatever you thought you know and get you into that space where you start finding you and creating
So I'm
value
now
for
going
yourself.
to ask our interviews with their final message. What to be your final message? What would you say to someone who is here to start? And what would you say to those who are already in this program? What would you say to someone yet to start? And what would you say to those who are already in this program? Let me start with you, Christy.
Thank you
what would you
once
say
again.
to someone who is about to join? What would you tell the person?
Okay. You have to always be on the presentation for you to have a broad mind about what impact can you take, or how can you talk to people. Even if you don't know how to express it, the leaders are there. Just bring them and they'll take in charge. That's my small advice I have for each. Thank you.
Very good. What about those who are already inside?
It's the same thing. Just come to each and every presentation for you to explore. I like learning.
Exactly.
That's why I always want people to join. Actually, we are here to have more people. I want to be a diamond to trillion, whatever. So I will always be here to learn more and to get to where Prof is, where Auntie Dorothy is, everybody is. So learning will help me get to that point. So
That's really solid.
Everybody to do that.
That's solid, because learning, actually, when you remove the word L from the learning, you get earning. So learning leads to earning. So it means that if a person is not earning, it means the person is not what? Learning. Okay.
Yes.
So, and this is so solid, because one time a mentor told me that learning increases your life. It's not just even income, your life itself. Okay. Imagine you know that you cross the road, you look left, you look right, but you didn't learn. Why do you look left again? That part, if I ask some people here, shall be what? Okay. Why do they say look left, look right? But they say look left again, but they never said look right again. It shall be what? But that shows how powerful learning is. So let me go to Vera. Vera, what would be your message for those who are yet to join us?
I thank you again, Prof. I want to speak to my retired colleagues. Retirement is not meant to silence us. It is supposed to reposition us. So most of us retired with dignity, yet we worry about the rising cost of healthcare and inflation. So to my fellow colleagues, if you are here and hearing my voice, I encourage you to start now. It is important because the digital age is rewarding the aged. Wademaya has shown us the way, and we have to follow suit. Thank you.
Thank you. So let me go to Flora. Flora, what would you say to somebody who says that starting this project with $120 a whole year is still expensive?
Thank you so much, Prof, for the question. Honestly speaking, if $120 is expensive for you, that alone is more than enough reason for you to do this. It means that you need this, like with agency. As Boss Lady Enyonem will always say, when you are living on one stream of income, right now, in this current world that we are, you are living dangerously. Anything can happen. And come on, your peace of mind is very, very important. A lot of people lose their lives for a cent just because they couldn't afford it for emergency situations. So please, if $120 is expensive for you, please go and borrow that money. That will even ginger you to put in the effort to make it. And we will help you throughout. Thank you, Doc.
Wow, I love this. I love this. This is really powerful. This is really powerful. Now let me go to Rita. Rita has had a problem. Let me go to Stephen. Stephen, what would you say to a person who says that my life is busy, I don't have time, I can't do this?
Thank you so much, Prof. As Dr. Dorothy always say, this project is even for those who are even more busy. And from the interview, right from the start of the interview, you can see that everybody who is on this project already have something going on in their life. They are busy people already. They have some busy careers and busy businesses and stuff that they are doing already. But what this helps you is that this project will help you with time management. How you can really structure your staffs and then apportion your efforts to each of them, at the appropriate time. And that will make you more effective. We all have 24 hours. We all have 24 hours. But if you don't devise, or structure yourself so that you can do multiple things within that 24 hours, then you see that your life will just be probably what you are focusing on, or you'll be growing in that direction, but you are missing on the other sides. So, time management is key. And once you are able to develop that thing and become part and parcel, you become more effective and you'll be productive in all other things that you are doing.
Thank you. You'll be productive and I think that Enyo and Dorothy and Rita can tell you they are so busy and now they are more productive than they can ever imagine. You watch their faces and you see that they are the ones who smile a lot on the screen because they've been able to overcome what others are yet to overcome. Rudolph, what would be your final message to those who are already in this program? Yeah, go ahead, Rudolph.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Prof?
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
You know, they say in a community, okay. So they say in a community, once you belong to a community, get to know who these people are, the kind of people that you are in the community with, and then get to know where they've been. A lot of people in this community are sharing their experiences daily, and some of them have been to where some of us want to be. And the fact that they share their life experience, and then you are already connected to these people. Like Prof shared last week, somebody said you want to bring the son or daughter to Legon, but because you are in the community with him, he's able to do that easily. What will be the effect if you don't know Prof from anywhere and you've not connected to Gotbackup? So for us in the group, I think you don't need prayers, or you don't need somebody to tell you that wherever you are is the right place to be. Thank you.
I love that. They say follow those who know road. You see, when somebody starts this program today, you know my advice? Chase all the people here who are talking. That's it. Look for their contact them. Just tell them what, because I have bypassed over 14 or so rounds. So why won't you want to find out, what the person has done to get to that higher level? And you want to reinvent the wheel. That person, all the mistakes he has made, you will avoid them. You will reach there faster. You will not waste time. Because sometimes you go and talk to people, and people that you are not supposed to talk to are the ones you are chasing. Why do you feel that person must do when he feels he must not do? That itself means that you are wrong in contacting that person. Because you should never feel that, this person should have done this thing. No, he says he shouldn't have done, and he says he should have done. So it means that you have not learned how to approach the right people. And when you learn how to approach the right people, you don't even approach them. They approach you. And so there are things you might be doing in this project. You are working hard. It's not like you're not working hard, though. See, you can be surrounded with food and still be hungry. Have you ever seen a child who has cake here, ice cream here, and toy here, and still crying? Because that child does not know the importance of what he's having. He has the thing, but he doesn't know how to use the thing. He doesn't have the knowledge to make joy from the thing. So you may still be in Gotbackup and not still be a Gotbackupian, because you are not eating the food at the breakfast level, and you want the food at the dinner. And so you are not eating, you're not earning, you're not consuming the knowledge. And as you connect to people, as you get to know the people who have achieved the successes, as you begin to chase them, you call them, you ask them questions, you dig into the book, you join the meetings, you talk on the page, you congratulate people, you welcome people, you begin to see the inside, how big this thing is, and how powerful you can actually immerse yourself in. Let me go quickly to Enyo. What do you see how sustainable this program is? What is the sustainability? The reason why I'm asking you this is that sometimes some people say that many things have come like this. We've seen some of these things come and go. What is the belief a person must have that this is sustainable?
Okay. Most of the time, I tell people, do your own research. Don't just take things on surface level and that's it. This is a company that started small in 1997. It has grown its reputation. The CEO will tell you how it started from scratch. Imagine Microsoft, how Microsoft started. If Bill Gates should come to your door, because this is set in the same industry as it is. This is a company that started from scratch and has grown up to this. They have created a name, their integrity already. All the company is doing right now is reaching out to those of us who can't get into that industry on our own because it's expensive to get there. They are just reaching out to us. They've built a solid ground over the years. It is not a company. Prof, you are muted.
Sorry, my question is, so what shows this is going to stay for long? That's my question. What shows it's going to be sustainable?
The system has been made to reward itself.
Okay, but the person who has not joined does not know that. He has not tasted that. So what shows?
This is an industry that will keep growing. Your phone, it just, when your phone, the day you won't use your phone, okay, let's say you decide that you won't use a phone again, that is when it will stop. But if you will keep using your phone and laptop, this is going nowhere. The number of phones will keep growing, the number of laptop users, or maybe if phone manufacturers are gone bankrupt, that is when this one too will go bankrupt, because it's built on a phone.
Thank you. Rita, what will be your final message to everybody here today? You are muted. Oh, okay. I need to meet you. Let me make you a co-host again. Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you very much. What I want to say is that you can't be outside the fence and yet you want to know what is going on and to be sure that it's going to work or not. So if you want to be part of this, the best way is to join and then learn the process. But if you are thinking while sitting out there, is it going to work? Is it going to, all these, is it questions you are asking, it's just stopping you from seeing what is inside. So be within and make your judgment. When you are here, you can now make the judgments better. So
and what will you tell those who are already here to do?
If you're already here, I always say, if it's not working for you, then you have not allowed yourself for it to work on you. So probably in most instances is the fact that you have not plugged into the system. The systems are already there. You don't need to stress yourself over things. Everything you need to know has been given already. So just follow the basic steps. Just follow the simple things you have been told to do. And like Eric Worre will say, if you can't do 4 for the day, do 1. If you can't do, at least do something. So if you are here, know that being here alone is not enough. It is being here and taking the action that will let you see the rewards you are looking for.
I love that. Repeat that sentence. It's deep. Being here alone is not enough, but what?
It's not enough. Being here and taking the action is what will lead you to the rewards you are looking for. So take action, and that reward will definitely land in your hand.
I see. That's deep. That's powerful. Kingsley, do you have a question? I see Kingsley, your hand is up. Do you have a question? Do you have a question that you want to ask?
Thank you, Prof.
Yeah.
You asked several questions. I only want to address 1 or 2.
Oh, I didn't ask questions. Actually, these were simple things I was asking. And but I thought you want to make one contribution to something.
That's exactly that.
Okay.
A business principle. If you don't take risk, there is nothing you cannot get. You cannot earn anything. The higher the risk, the more the profit. So if somebody is outside, he doesn't want to risk, then the person is not interested in money. Anything we do is about risk. But how you manage the risk is that is more important. So $120, if you risk, as if you are dashing it and you enter, it doesn't work for you. They are saying they will give you 30 days payback. Go ahead, take your money back. That's my little advice I'll give on that.
Lovely. Thank you so much. And it's just like God himself risked Adam, and Adam failed him, and he has to risk Jesus, and Jesus did not fail him. So sometimes you fail. Even God has failed before. God, he has failed because his Adam failed him. But he said he wanted to continue with another Adam. So life rewards you not according to your wish, but according to the quality of your thought. Okay. Life is all risky. Being broke is hard. Being wealthy is hard. You choose your heart. No one is coming for you. You were born into this world naked, and so you got to plug yourself to make yourself tidy. And that is how, unfortunately, the world is. The millionaires die and the poor people die. So you got to make sure that you have made an impact in your life before you die. Because other than that, you have become like an animal who has no hope. But if you have hope, if you believe there is hope, the hope starts from you becoming something better than you are now. And then remember, there's always better of you than you are now. Don't think that I'm okay, I'm content with what I have, and that kind of thing. When things happen rough in your life, you realize that no, you're not content with what you have. Somebody kept saying, I'm content with what I have. The day his phone spoiled, He says, he went to ask of the price. They said the price is 18,000. He said, now I see that I'm not content because I'm even looking for a phone again. Life requires struggle. Life requires struggle. Even the immortals, they understand. That is why God has to struggle to allow his son to come and die. Painfully. He suffered painfully. And you don't want to suffer painfully. A woman goes through 9 months of pregnancy. It's not because it's hard. On the day of delivery, the child will die, can die. The woman too can die. And yet women are giving birth by heart. So you got to realize that you got to go through a painful life to be able to get a gainful life. Okay, a painful life will lead to a gainful life. But you want to make a gainful life without going through a painful life. That's even the immortals will not agree. Even Satan, who is bad, will not even allow that to happen. So let's go through the mill. Dr. Dorothy, what will be your final message?
All right, thank you so much, Prof. I'm even learning a lot from everybody again, all over again. Ladies and gentlemen, we all get opportunities and we pray, we literally pray for opportunities to come our way. And I'm sure at the end of last year you did pray for an opportunity. This may be the answer for your opportunity. There's one thing I always say, we always get God's attention when we pray, but he gets involved when we take action. Now is your time to take action. Just do it. Just do it. We all can't be wrong. Look at the panelists. We all can't be wrong because we are not sitting in one company, in one setting. We are sitting in different parts of the world and we are telling you one same thing that is happening and it's so real. So just take action. If you are yet to get in, speak to the person who invited you. If you need more clarity, get them to link you to anybody on this call and they'll explain it to you. And if you're already here and it's still not working, and you think it's still not working, perhaps you need to check with the things we've spoken about today. It all beholds on you to take the action to see the results. If you've just started you have the blueprint laid out for you. Show up, take action, be ready to get outside your comfort zone. Look, pain is a protective stimulus. It is painful. That is why you jump out of it. God gave us pain. Like if God wanted us to just be here and enjoy life, he wouldn't have added pain to the process. Even his son went through pain. It's protective. It's good for you. The reason why you're on this call is because something is uncomfortable for you and you want more. Don't let this pass you by. The last best time you had to see this has passed because this was launched somewhere in November, big. Don't pass over this opportunity. This is the best time to start this and do this, and you get every support you need to grow this. Many of us are growing because of the community we found ourselves in here. This community will grow you. We are not just here for money. We are here to grow and create value because value commands returns in exponential ways that you wouldn't have even thought of. Ask anybody on the panel right now, and this is your time to do that. So just do it, and it will be a pleasure to see you on this project and to see you grow and become more than you started.
Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all babahazed. Thank you all very much indeed for all your contributions. All of you who are typing, Mrs. Rosamwate, action brings result. I love that part. She has been an enduring woman. This woman is over 70 years, and yet she's doing Gotbackup like she's a small 19-year-old girl. Unbelievable. People who are past the age of 60, 70, are praying to God to be more, and you are in your 20s, 30s, and you are giving up already in life. Do you know what lies ahead of you? Do you know the tougher ones that are coming? If you cannot handle this petty one, how can you handle when you have your 17-year-old child? Do you know what lies ahead? So go through that pain. Pain is a necessary evil for gain. And don't expect life for everything to be a bed of roses. Sometimes life must be painful for you to appreciate what you have. Sometimes life must be painful for you to think because sometimes you're not even thinking. You see, some people only begin to think when there's exam. When there's exam, that's when they start thinking and reading and now adjusting, analyzing, speculating. But what if there was no exam? There was only teaching, no exam. They'll be drooping like lily. They'll be sleeping like my mother. So it is necessary for every single person to embrace. So whenever you see pain along your life, you say, bring it on. Whenever you talk to somebody and the person doesn't listen to you, you say, bring it on. Whenever you think that things are tough, you say, bring it on. And when you do that, your family will thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you all very much indeed for being on the call. It's been a pleasure having all of you. Thank you, Christina Amekalau from Florida State University. From Florida in the US. Thank you, Steven from Ohio, in the USA. Thank you, Fulera from Belgium, Brussels. Is it Brussels or is the other one?
Bruges.
Bruges. Okay, yeah. Thank you for joining us all the way from Bruges in Belgium. Thank you, Mrs. Enyonam Epiphania Stephanie. Thank you, Dr. Dorothy. Thank you, Rudolph Cosby, the chief auditor, the auditor of all auditors in Ghana, the man of Gargantuan profession, the only professor of CA in Ghana. Thank you so much for unleashing your intercontinental ballistic Kosovoic atomic Ukrainian bomb on us. We appreciate you so much. And the rest of you who have been on the call, thank you so much indeed. We will continue again next week, but next week is going to be physical at the Mensvik Hotel in East Legon. And a week after that, it will be physical again at the Mensvik Hotel in East Legon. So those of you from Ohio, from Bruges, from Florida, sorry, we will see you on Wednesday on the live call. On Tuesday on the training call, on Thursday on the training call, and on Friday on the live call. We will see you on Zoom on all of those times. But then next week, Sunday, it will be physical. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go tell the world that we still have a better way. It's only a matter of time for them to see it. Have a wonderful evening. And thank God it's Monday tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.